I try and wing it here because I want to get information out about things that narcissists say and what they are meaning and what they actually mean. So phrases like "you're overreacting," "you're crazy," "you don't know what you're talking about," just minimizing your emotion. It doesn't matter what the emotion is. It's like if you have a strong emotion about something, and not only is it just just an emotion, obviously, it's like there's activities going on and whatnot. The interpretation of these actions are gaslighting. They're gaslighting tactics to make you doubt yourselves, doubt your perceptions of reality, and it's to minimize you and minimize your emotions, to maintain control over you. Phrases like "you're too sensitive" interpret as invalidating your emotions, dismissing your concerns, or avoiding accountability for their own actions altogether. It's like wordplay, which is often what is used. And then there's a third phrase, "you're crazy." The interpretation of this, "you're crazy," is undermining your mental stability and sanity, deflecting blame to avoid any responsibility. And where these people moved, they have to avoid responsibility because, I'm just like beside myself. I'm not myself. And I highly have not been myself for, I don't know. How long? What day was it that you fucking did that in my garage? Anyway, it's just playing the victim card to maintain control. It's to manipulate sympathy, deflect attention away from their own harmful behavior, and put it back on you. You are the aggressor. Same thing. You are just imagining things. It's dismissing your valid concerns and experiences, and after that long, with where it's gone to, yeah, they have to, because I'm gonna have to fight this shit for the rest of my life. Feels, because I've been so minimized by these two, and so used, and so misjudged of character and whatnot, that you love these people and you wish better with these people, but they absolutely wanted to move up out of your life in the fashion of not only moving on and just trying to do things the right way. Rather, it was because of you now knowing where they moved to and knowing their activities and highly knowing and even having proof of their meeting up in the dark, and then using me up and using my place. Like, I'm sorry, but you can't do that to a person's life. And then on top of that, I've been poisoned, because there's no way in hell that anybody should have to deal with this. And I don't even want to go into it. It's too fucking embarrassing, and I just need somebody who has it in them to love hard, strong, and true. And not many people do these days. They all deflect and want something better, so it's obviously dealing with this kind of thing is easier with two, a lot easier with two. It's unimaginably easier with two people that are on your side, to get your back in that fashion. But then I've had these people in my life for how long? Draining me up of everything I am, poisoning me, using me up. I could be rollerblading, out and about working. I could be doing anything. and I'd get this notion so strong that they're at my house. And then after that, I'd be like, okay, well, I'm going to start recording, writing this shit down, because I felt gaslit. I felt like, you know, I had that light off, or I had that coffee pot wasn't plugged in, or whatever it is. And so I started writing this shit down, and then coming back home, and lo and behold, somebody was in my fucking house. Oh, gee, who could that have been? My own fucking girl, who was gaslighting me for my keys, rearranging them to cause for purposeful fights, all to leave, and then deflect onto me as if I'm the one in the wrong. All the while poisoning me. And when I've caught onto this stuff, and I was onto this stuff, I said in my phone conversation to my own G, like, I'm all like, I am distraught, I am falling apart over the whole thing, because it's like, obviously these people don't fucking care about you. And how in the world could fucking this motherfucker move like that? And I know how. And I can explain it. And it's so fucked up. But I can explain it all the way fucking 20 years ago till today. And that's fucked up, dude. So, with that being said, I have to stop and interject with an emotion here, and that is just the simplest fact that it's completely illegal to do that to somebody, to encompass their entire love life like that, and then deflect in that certain way. That's just like, you know, you fucking had my life in the bucket, motherfucker, with the way my body feels when I got through that door. And it was like, I don't know, man, like a week and a half later, and you just like, this pain just starts piling up and piling up and piling up and piling up. I dropped to the ground holding onto my chest. I probably had a mild heart attack. I don't fucking know. But here's the thing. If I take myself in and I lose that time to work that I need to work now, because of the way these people moved in my life, they get what they want. So instead of me going in, I'm praying to the man upstairs to hold on to me in here as I'm like curled up in the fetal position, crying like you wouldn't believe. Like, I've never had so many tears coming out of my eyes. Never in my life. Never. That's how bad this shit dropped me. And I was legit, like, I felt like I was dying. And so in the midst of dying, I'm like praying to the Lord to replace every single cell in my body, like replicate it, flip it as fast as can be, because my body doesn't deserve this. You see what I'm saying? I'm asking the Lord because I'm like, my body legit doesn't deserve this pain and abuse. And so I'm still interjecting here, and I'm saying to the people that because of the length of abuse that this took on and went to, the depth of it, like, this motherfucker either goes to jail or something really bad is going to happen. Because I'm not going to just sit here a dead guy. And I'm not. Because I legit was like, oh man, if that's really the way it is, man, I'm gonna fucking kill myself, man. I mean, not like that, but way better acting. I mean, fuck, he wants to placate on me in that kind of way, to remove me. You think that motherfucker would have called? No. I could have been like, oh, I'm gonna pull the trigger on myself, G. Nothing. Not a damn fucking thing he would have done. I can tell you that right now. But then he'll wholeheartedly deflect and tell me that I'm crazy. After every fucking thing that I've been through, motherfucker, with you. Fucking, I don't even fucking care what the law can do. tell you the truth. I want the law to force you to sign a document to put you in a fucking ring with me. That's what I want. Every day for the rest of my life. Because I highly don't want to, kill you. But I kind of do want to fuck you up. You see? Because you got me so fucked up. Phrases like, you're imagining things. The interpretation is right there again. Dismissing your valid concerns, experiences, denying the reality that you're saying that you're living now, when your actual reality has been let into the fray. You couldn't figure this shit out. You're not meant to figure this shit out. So it's denying the reality to maintain their own false narrative. And in that case, I sincerely, he's asking questions, placating on my emotions about taking and being able to take my life in that way. My love life. And what he was doing was asking questions about the names of her kids, the spelling, weird. And I just thought to myself, okay, I'm gonna placate back into this and just let it go, because he's using that right now as a form of manipulation to make sure that I'm broken. You see what I'm saying? And you broke me. You fucking broke me. Good job. Good job, G. I don't know who the fuck you are, but I don't know. And then it's like the whole woulda, coulda, shoulda type of bullshit that they bring into the whole thing. And it's like, oh, all you need to do is stop. Really? Me stop confronting you on the reality that I've been exposed to. The crimes that you've taken up so fucking high up against me, motherfucker, that you didn't even once think of her value in it at all. At all. That's fucking incredible, G. That is so incredible. You could legit instill demons inside of my life, her life worse than it already was, your own fucking life, your mother's life, your friends' lives. Everyone's got to fucking figure out the fray now, right? Because of where you fucking went to. I'm sorry, but all of that, the placation on your relationship, and oh well, they were so lucky to have me, and he fucked it up because he couldn't stop. This is all him. Bullshit. Cut to the chase, motherfucker. Create one truthful video about this. Can't even fucking do that. Create 12. But no, you couldn't do anything like this because, whatever, dude. Wherever the fuck you have been going to in my life, I highly anticipate that it includes hacking, monitoring, manipulation, gaslighting, legit looking to destroy my life, poisoning me, having her poison me. Legit, you all are trying to get rid of me in that fashion, and I could still feel it in my chest. It's not like, oh, there's not reason behind all of this shit. And then on top of all of this, the tactics that you use against me in the last a little bit of time, it's crazy to think that you're going to get away with any of it. As far as the Lord's concerned, oh geez, I just want the little bit of semblance of justice that I can have for the rest of my little bit of life that I might have left. Because I'm wholeheartedly probably dying. Thanks. I mean, everyone's dying. But it's just... this stuff makes you feel so low. It's like your heart, your chest, everything inside just floods with that pain. And it's like, it's not like a normal pain, man. It's like I'm actually dying. I'm actually dying. Gee. So, you know, and this motherfucker's known me. So, they're moving in that way. I'm sorry, but... I mean, let me ask the people, is it okay if I go rip this motherfucker's face off? I don't even care if I have to rip the fucking hinges off the door. Is it okay if I do that? I'm just asking hypothetically, because these are the types of things that happen to these kinds of people. And then, or I end up dead, and 15 years later, when they got 2 years left to live, if that, then they got caught. For their crimes. So what was I poisoned with? Dogs are all fucking crazy about me. Fish food or some shit? Were you trying to feed me the fishes? I think these people deserve every last little bit of everything that they wanted from me. And then some. You know what she says to me at one point about, like, I mean, it was like around the same time of, like, me encompassing the fact that, well, gee, she's putting in my mind now that she's going to be paying for a hitman. She would be willing to pay for a hitman. Over this fucking dumb motherfucker. To move on my life in that fashion. And mind you, both of these people are going to completely annihilate the idea with anybody that they know that any of this shit's gone on. And I can tell you exactly why. Because both of these two belong in jail. Plain and fucking simple. I'm not doing any of the things that I'm saying. I'm just asking, because highly people in these kinds of situations, where I'm concerned, end up dead. And that's fucked up. The people, so for the voice of the voiceless type of thing, for the people who are still alive out there, who know all of their criminology, and all this bullshit that they're running with. I'm sorry, but in the last days, the kingdom is going to be rising up. And y'all are going to have some duties. That's all I can say about that. Because, I'm sorry to say, but I almost can't wait for it to be all man for himself. Because that's the way these narcissists highly want to play anyway. So, if we're playing spiritual warfare in that kind of fucked up fashion in this world, why don't we just remove the spiritual side of the warfare? And let's see who fucking stands. Because, gee, just fuck off.